but we have enough and we are going to talk about them. So on Tuesday, April 28th, Venus is going to be trine Pluto. On Friday, May 1st, we have a full moon in Scorpio early in the morning. I'm going to be leading, guiding, hosting, that's the word I want, hosting a full moon circle with my inner circle, but you can purchase a drop-in if you want to drop into the circle and see what's going on, what it's about. All that's linked in my bio. On that Friday, we also have Venus sextile Saturn, and then we also have Mercury conjunct Chiron. And then on Saturday, May 2nd, Mercury enters Taurus. That's it. That's our week. Yep, that's our week. So we're gonna jump into that. We'll jump over here, jump over here. Cool. Oh, forgot to, I can hide that. All right, so let's go ahead. For those of you who are popping in, if this is the first time hanging out with me, what I do every Sunday is I go through the astrological forecast for the week ahead. The best way you guys can support me over here on TikTok is liking and sharing the live. It gets the content out to other people who may enjoy and benefit from what we're doing here. So looking at this, Venus is fresh into Gemini. She's at 5 degrees of Gemini, and Pluto is at 5 degrees of Aquarius. So that makes a yummy sextile. Okay, this is delicious. This is good. This is great. So what we got going on here, what we got going on is the vibe feels weird right now. I'm not gonna lie. I feel weird. You guys feeling weird? Is it just me? Is it a me thing? Going on Tuesday. I don't know. The energy is interesting. Yeah, I'm like, what is happening? Your 5th degree Aquarius rising. Everybody, we gotta salute Sadria, because you are going through the ultimate death and rebirth, my friend. Yeah, no, like the vibes feel weird. Let's take a moment. We're gonna do a little cleansing, because I'm like, what is going on? I like felt a little ungrounded. All right, I feel like maybe I need to start setting like a container for the lives energetically. Maybe that's something I need to do. Okay, well, today the astrology, when this live is happening, because for those of you who are new here, I go live every Sunday, and if you can't stay for the whole thing, I re-upload this to YouTube, and then again I write on my newsletter, Letters from the 8th House. I take everything I share here and write it out for you, so you'll have all this information. Today specifically, we have, what's going down right now? Yeah. Mercury squaring Jupiter, and then Venus is sextile Neptune. Okay. Interesting. Fun stuff. Okay, thanks for the follow. All right, let's tap into this Tuesday. So Tuesday, Venus had just moved into Gemini a few days ago, and it really shifted the tone of giving and receiving love. Like, this is more verbal communication. This is more using words to convey, like actually like a real communication when it comes to expressing feelings, emotions, devotion, poetry, writing, saying, singing. Like, it's really delicious, like flirty energy, which is yummy. When we have Venus making a trine to Pluto, I actually really enjoy this energy, because let's dive into Pluto and Aquarius for a moment. And again, if you've been coming to my lives, you should be gathering this information. This should be familiar to you at this point. Pluto moved into Aquarius back in November 2024. And so Pluto really has been having us embark into like our authenticity journey. Shout out to pee poo poo. That is hilarious that that's your username. That's literally my name for my brother in my phone. So epic. Pluto having moved into Aquarius has brought us into a depth of authenticity. Like, it's authenticity or bust. That's going to be like the code of conduct for the next 30 years, is like really just like innovation, authenticity, shaking shit up. And so Venus making this trine to Pluto in Aquarius. I just saw like the handshake meme. It's like Venus in an Aquarius and or Venus in Gemini and Pluto in Aquarius shaking hands, and it's on like let your freak flag fly. It's like, yeah. Yes, the weirder the better, the quirkier the better, the more disruptive and authentic you can be in your energy, the better. The better, the better, the better. Okay. This trine on Tuesday is really bringing out like, yeah, FFF, freak flag fly. That's going to be the motto for this Tuesday. This really is, yes, this is going to be re-uploaded to YouTube. And if you are somebody who prefers to read, I have my newsletter, Letters from the 8th House. This email will hit your inbox on Monday morning, breaking all of this down. Okay. And also for you based off your rising sign too. So more personalized stuff. Good question. Good question. Okay. So yay. I'm so glad. This, I just heard like, let the rebel, like loving as rebellion, letting love be the act of rebellion. Whoa. My left ear just rang so loud. Like it was just like a quick ping, like somebody hitting, like a, what are those? The bowls, singing bowls. Wow. That's really beautiful. I also like music is really healing at this time too, especially with Venus and Gemini, like, yum, dance, yum. Hi, Sam, cutie pie. But really, I really just want to dig into this energy. I really want to dig into this energy because this Venus in Gemini is like playfulness and, oh my God, guys, I really at this point pause on the astrology for a second. My channel, since Uranus has moved into Gemini, open. I'm hearing shit even more deeply than I was before. Help. I met with a client this morning, love her, and she and I just literally were like, are we reading each other's minds at this point? Shit's been fucking whack, so I might say some things. Yeah, like I'm like, oh, honestly, I'm not going to be surprised with Uranus moving into Gemini if people are going to really be more open to psychic communication and telepathy. I'm really like, yeah, I'm feeling the telepathy. Cool. Love you, Tasia. Okay. So tapping back into this energy for Tuesday, because what I really feel with this is like, this is permission to be all of you. Permission to be all of you when it comes to expressing your love, expressing who you are at the core. And it's like the weirder, the better, because when you are authentically expressing your true heart's energy, that is going to bring in authentic connections. So if you're noticing, you're masking, right? You're hiding yourself. You're putting on like this false persona, false facade. Like, this is going to be one of those moments of like breaking free. I heard, this is the part when you say, you know, I can't sing that. Oh, I always be getting crown downloads. My crown be tingling. Yeah. I always feel like there's like just a hand on my head. Spirit glint. It's so fun. So things to expect on this day, things to like feel into on this day is like, again, love being a radical act of authenticity, and rebellion. That's really what I'm coining this as, is love as an act of rebellion, this trine, because it's like, there's no parameters for love. There's no like rule book when it comes to love. And the fact that we live in a society that tries to put, dude, I fucking love what we do here. I love channeling. I love this job. Thank you guys. Where was I at with that tangent? Sometimes I have to stop reading the comments because I'll get derailed, but I love you guys so much. Thank you, Harmony. Yes. Yeah. If you feel called to sit with me, have me jump into your natal chart, I would love the honor to do that. Like, my week is booked this week. Shout out. Shout out to all my clients who are booking with me, and my spots are open for May. Yes, Rebellion. Thank you, Cedria. Thank you. And let me know if I'm pronouncing your name right, because I'm such a stickler when it comes to like pronouncing names correctly, because I hate when people call me the wrong name. Rebellion. Our society, right, tries to fit love into containers, and love is not meant to be contained. And again, my ears ringing when I say that. And so this really is like love as an act of rebellion. Squawknado, there's no way I say your name wrong. Yeah, your name is so easy. Sadira. Oh, Sadira. Thank you. Sadira. I got you. I got you now. Thank you. I had a feeling. I was like, I'm not saying this right. So Tuesday, be all of you. I mean, always be all of you, but when it comes to an act of devotion or expressing your love, like, don't hold it back. Don't hold it back because you're afraid that somebody's going to perceive you incorrectly or not receive you well. That is the gift, is if somebody, for whatever reason, say you write a poem for somebody and they're like, yeah, thank you, but like, I'm not interested. That is an answer, and that gets you closer in a depth of clarity of what you truly desire, right? Say my name. Khalib. Harmony. Y'all are funny. Why are y'all popping off in the group chat right now? Okay. All right, Harmony. I just see my like Discord notifications going off. Okay. I feel like I've been talking about Venus trine Pluto for like forever for this whole live stream. But I just feel like there's more underneath this, because Pluto really has this sort of breaking through surface level of conversation. So Venus might want to stay on the surface level of connection, of conversation, but Pluto's really asking for more, to go deeper, to peel back the layers. Pluto's breaking through any like surface level facades when it comes to your communication. So really just like feeling into that on this day of like letting communication be broken open and your heart being revealed in it too. Yummy. This is the part when I'm sorry. Okay, the next transit we have is actually on the 1st. Earlier in the morning, we're going to do 9 a.m. Boom. So I have a full YouTube video that is going to be premiering tomorrow morning. So if you're not yet subscribed to my YouTube, Astraemia, Astraemia on YouTube, that's where this recap is going to be uploaded. And also this full moon and Scorpio video is going to meet, because on Friday, May 1st, we have a full moon happening in Scorpio. Additionally, we have Mercury and Chiron conjunct, and then we also have Venus making a sextile to Saturn. Yeah, I'm excited for this full moon circle too. I've been like cooking up some ideas, because I don't want our full moon gatherings to be journeys. I want them to be celebrations. So we're going to be doing different things for those of you who are in the inner circle. And for those of you who are not, let me tell you guys a little bit about the inner circle for a second. So I did a little test run during the eclipse portal of like what I really want to do with everything I have going on. And ultimately it's like holding really secure containers for people to explore their identity, themselves, their power, their magic, their gifts, and be the sort of facilitator of that space. And so I created the inner circle, which is a deeper level into my community space. Like, you guys can join my Discord. Like, there is community, there's richness, there's depth. Yes, Jared, I saw you pop up and I was like, I looked at your profile, I was like, oh my God, that's Jared. I'm so excited that you joined. yeah, we had like a couple of new people join. So if you haven't linked to your Discord with your Patreon yet, do it. I have a tutorial on the Patreon about that. So the inner circle, we do new moon gatherings and full moon gatherings, and the new moon kind of sets the tone for the lunar cycle, and so it kind of bridges what we're moving through. The full moons are going to be for celebrations, and then there's extra support and details that are supported in between. You also get full access to my paid Substack, so you get all the breakdowns of the weekly forecast personalized for you. And yeah, whenever I feel that call of like, I want to share this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do a deep dive on that, you guys get all like my creative juice. Yay, thank you, you guys are so sweet. I literally like, I get all like emotional about like everything I've created. I'm like, wow, wait, my dreams are coming true? It's here, and it's happening. And so I'm inviting all of you guys into it. So this full moon in Scorpio, I'm so excited for it. Like, actually, this is a very, very delicious full moon. Normally, right, we'd look at Scorpio energy as like, I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at the shadows, but we're going to look at the shadows. So to begin with, I'm going to talk about this full moon. And so full moons always happen when the sun and the moon are opposing each other. So the sun is at 11 degrees of Taurus and the moon is at 11 degrees of Scorpio, creating this opposition. So when the moon is fully illuminated, it's as though our shadows are being kind of, or our unconscious, subconscious mind is being put on display. Now, I have a full breakdown that's going to be posted on YouTube tomorrow morning, so definitely check that out. But to kind of just give you guys the deep, like the TLDR, what's freaking amazing about this full moon is the sun in Taurus is in the second decan, which is ruled by the moon, and then the moon is in the second decan of Scorpio, which is ruled by the sun. So they're literally in this like dual rulership happening. So there really is this like coming together of the unconscious mind and the conscious ego. So the sun being our ego, the moon being our subconscious mind, coming together and like really like holding each other safely. This full moon, let me tell you, this full moon, you know the nostalgic sound of a mourning dove? You guys know that sound, right? I'm gonna wait for some replies. Where like, you know that feeling as a kid, it's a spring morning, you're walking to the bus stop, the smell of freshly cut grass, there's dew on the like, you know, on the water, or dew on the grass, and there's that, the morning. And you just know in your gut as a kid, like spring or summer break is so close and you don't have anything to worry about other than like making sure you get your seat that you want on the bus, right? It's that level of nostalgia that is coming sweeping in with this full moon. Sapphic Twink, I would absolutely love to analyze your chart. We're talking about the astro forecast for the week ahead. So if you want to get a chart reading with me, that is all on my website. So definitely let's do that. So guys, for those of you who joined me in the new moon circle, the Aries new moon that we had. So think back about a week and a half ago, the Aries new moon cut open something deep within us, a pain point, an old fear, an old story, and really asked us to alchemize it. This full moon in Scorpio is as if you're walking into a room that has always been, the way I've been perceiving this full moon is like you are entering like your childhood bedroom, trying to find the trauma, trying to find the fears, trying to find the patterns. And you've got a flashlight, and the flashlight's the sun, your ego, and you're shining it about, and you're realizing there's no more shadows left to expose. Thank you, Harmony. There's no more pain left to like dig out. There's no more like anger or frustration. There's no like, it's finally the childlike version of you that has existed before societal conditioning was placed upon it. That's what this full moon is that essence of that feeling of who you were before the world told you who to be and how to act and how to behave. That's what's coming through with this full moon. And it really is this like moment of like, how do I sit in this energy? How do I bring this energy in? How do I like appreciate what's come through? Hold it, nurture it, love it, let it go. Because it's like, you don't have to hold on to it because that's now your frequency. Yes. So this is the Scorpio full moon. And the reason I'm saying this, guys, is because the Scorpio full moon's in the second decan of Scorpio, which is ruled by the Six of Cups, nostalgia, memories, childhood. This is really going to be a moment of like the good and reflecting on like the kind of person that you wanted to be when you grew up. Like, what were those things? Like, there's going to be a lot of reflective energy of like remembering the good. And normally I'd look at a Scorpio full moon and be like, oh God, we're about to like have our shadows revealed. We're about to like, but it's really this moment of you like literally looking around your trauma room inside of your psyche and realizing that there's no more stones to be turned over. There's no more closets to be opened and cobwebs dusted out. There really is nothing more to do other than go live your fucking life and go live the life that your inner child would be proud of. That's what this full moon is about, because the sun is in Taurus, which is all about physical embodiment in the second decan, ruled by the Six of Pentacles, which is about balance of giving and like receiving. Yes. Oh my gosh. I literally wrote a full breakdown for my inner circle. And I remember writing the Scorpio risings and I was like, I'm so fucking excited for you guys. Like, it really is that moment of like, yes. And also my Gemini risings, feel that for you guys. Yes, Rachel. Yes. And Rachel, I haven't seen your face in a while. I'm so happy you're here. And thank you everybody for liking and sharing the live. It gets the content out to other people who may enjoy it. Thanks for the follow, Karen. Yeah. So like, guys, I'm so excited. Yeah. I'm like the Gemini risings. I feel for you because that's going through your, yeah. I'm like, where is it for you guys? Why am I blanking? Isn't that your sixth house? Yeah. There's like this there's a lot happening here. And so I'm just, it's literally feels like a deep breath and a big like permission to go live your life now. Like and I know, especially for those of you who are joining me here, because I call in people that are literally walking step in step with me, where it's like, as people who enjoy self-development, self-help, spirituality, things like that, sometimes we can get addicted to the solving of things. And this full moon's like, there's no more to figure out and fix. Like, you've got to go live life and then find more things. But it's like you've cleared out what it really feels like. If you've ever played video games, is like you've gone through this dungeon and you cleared it out. There's no more barrels to break open. There's no more trinkets to find. Like, you've cleared the room and it's time for you to walk out and like go on to another quest. Yeah. New quests. So if you guys are interested, come join me for this Scorpio full moon gathering. There's a link in my bio to get a seat if you want to just drop in, because we're going to be celebrating this energy. I have a whole idea of like what we're going to do, inner child work, some fun expression and play. Okay. Yeah, no, same. Kimberlyn. Yes. It is in my bio. Yeah. All of it, all my stuff is going to be there. So if you want to drop in, or you could join the inner circle, which is a monthly membership for all this stuff. Now, additionally, with this full moon, we have Mercury is conjunct Chiron. So this is really delicious energy to actually like finding the words for the old wounds, the old identity wounds, right? We've been moving through this, that Aries new moon that we had. What day was that? That was on the 17th, right? We really exorcised those demons. I'm not going to lie, like really. And I led my circle through like a deep thing. For those of you who do choose to join the inner circle, the recording is there. You can still do the ritual before this full moon. If you want to do that cord cutting, like deep dive, inner, like deep work before the full moon, do it. And with Mercury conjunct Chiron on May 1st as well. And this is Beltane also, guys, like celebrating. We're going to celebrate in my inner circle. We're going to go fucking crazy. Chiron is the wounded healer, and Chiron has been in Aries since 2019, late 2018, and has been really challenging us around like, who are you? What are your wounds? Like, why, like, are you enough, etc. And with Mercury being conjunct Chiron here, it really is bringing in this story of like now having the words for like why you didn't feel you were enough, why you repeated patterns. It's like there's like knowledge, and also speaking from a really vulnerable place. Yeah, I'm so proud of the collective too, Harmony. Like we've been doing it. For those of you who've been doing the work, you've been doing the work. I mean, I see it in my clients that I meet with. I'm just like, literally, again, I can't rave enough about this. Like the client that I met with this morning, we both she got on the call and we both were like, I just started crying because of just like feeling the energy of like what has been moving through and like what's been like, so stoked. So sorry, I get so derailed. I get really excited of just like the honor of working with all of you guys. Like it really is like an honor to be here. And this full moon would be a really beautiful opportunity to speak from a very tender place of like, it's okay to still have pain in your words. It's okay to still like have tenderness when it comes to speaking things out loud. But it's like tender conversations are the balm for this. Like being so vulnerable of like, especially with this full moon energy, it's like, hey, like I'm afraid of starting the project. I'm afraid of, yeah, absolutely, Rachel. Yes, there's no, like, please share with whoever. I would love to have anybody join the gathering. I would love that. Yeah, vulnerability is really the medicine here. It's like, how vulnerable can you get? And for me, as an 8th house Mercury, and with a lot of this stuff having transited my Mercury in Aries, it was the sweetest thing. My sweet, sweet friends that celebrated me for my birthday last week, they were like, yeah, they all did readings for me. And I see you guys here in the chat, and they're like, there's more you need to share, but like, be careful, like you don't have to share it all. And I'm like, guys, I do. My mission here is to share all of my vulnerability. So I really feel that for this Mercury conjunct Chiron, it really is this energy of like saying things even if it does hurt. And I like, the hurt isn't the hurt of like you're in pain, but it's like the way this is feeling is like finally having the words for why you've held yourself back, for why you used to do things a certain way, of why you thought you were too much, but it's speaking to it from a space of I'm no longer there. Like there's this like level-headedness that's coming through with Mercury conjunct Chiron here. Like there's this more lighter energy with it, and then being able to share it with people as medicine. Like, I mean, for those of you who read my Substack, my share about my relationship dynamics of like, I've gotten so much sweet feedback from people of like, wow, it's so wild to see you in this dynamic of like, because all you guys see me where I'm at now, which is vastly different than the girl I was in 2020. Very different. We go through a lot of different iterations. Thanks for the follow, guys. I appreciate it. I see you guys. Now, another layer to add on to this full moon day is Venus is making a sextile to Saturn. And I did notice that we do have a bit of a momentarily created yod happening with the north or the south node. There really is this energy of like Saturn's kind of like catching my attention for this day too, because Venus making a sextile to Saturn, it's like, there's this moment of slowing down. That's what, and I know we have like a lot of Aries stuff, but Saturn and Aries is really saying like slow and steady wins the race. You need to like build slowly. If you want to sustain your new identity that you're moving into and growing into, go slow. You don't need to max yourself out. And with Venus sextiling Saturn here, it's kind of like this Venus is flirting with danger here a little bit, where she's kind of like trying to see if she can get Saturn to kind of like move a bit quicker, but it's like words of affirmation coming through. It's interesting. I'm almost seeing them personified. I'm seeing like Saturn and Aries as this like really level-headed masculine energy, and father-like energy in Aries just saying like we have to like slow down, we need to make sure that we don't like burn the candle at both ends. And Venus and Gemini is like, but it's okay to play. Like you can still sustain that energy, but also have fun doing it. You don't have to negate, like she's bringing a lightness and a playfulness and a joyfulness in Gemini of like, but you can talk about the things, you can still have fun while maintaining consistency and devotion and dedication to what it is you're building. Okay. I can tell you what's coming is life, love, and happiness and joy. But if you want to book a reading with me, you are more than welcome to. If you have Saturn and Gemini in the 7th house, depends on the degree of your Saturn, all those things. And I break all these down personally for people in my Substack, in my newsletter, Letters from the 8th House. So if you want that deep dive into it. Thank you, Vanessa. I really feel this sextile is going to be like a very... Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm seeing so many different I'm seeing so many different configurations. So we have a momentary yod that's happening, but also like Venus and Saturn are making a yod to this moon too. Yods are very weird in conjunct placements, but basically like this full moon and Saturn are kind of like, I know this seems strange, but talking about Saturn in this, but there is momentary yod. Honestly, message that to anything. Maybe he'll change his band name to that. And there's the feeling that keeps coming through my body as I settle into this, as I look at this, as we lean into this energy, is that Saturn is really setting the pace for you to have this nostalgic dream. And when you guys watch my YouTube video, actually, I'm just going to play the song for you guys in the background. Let me grab it for you guys. I played it the other day for myself. This is Nostalgic Dream by Peter Gundry. This is a feeling of this. I'm gonna let that play in the background, but sorry, I had my screen all over the place. We're not finished just yet, Paige. I was just sharing a song, but there's this feeling that this full moon is giving us. Oh my gosh, Peridot, let's go. There's a feeling that this full moon is giving us that really we are meant to tap into and figure out how to follow that feeling. Because this full moon is really a moment that we're getting. It's like, again, like I said, it's really this inner child energy of like who you were as a kid, as a youth, as just a sweet little baby. Thank you. As just a sweet, innocent energy. And how you used to operate, because that's the operational force that Saturn and Aries is really like, yes, this is the energy. Yes, this is how you move through life. Yes, this is how we want you to act, how we want you to like embody your truth, which is like you enjoying life, you showing up, you chasing joy. And I'm just seeing like the image of like a little kid chasing a butterfly, like moving through life without, right? And I know this seems so naive to say, and guys, you know, I can be serious. You know that like I'm not bypassing shit. Everything in our life, in this life that we live, is conditioning, is societal conditioning, is a story that's been passed on, and our stories that are just told to us that we have been told to believe. And this full moon is literally stripping back all stories and saying, and now create from that space, be in that space, sustain from that space. And Saturn in Aries is like, yes, this is the thread, this is the foundation, this is the identity that we want to build upon. Like there really is this like moment of like things clicking into place of like, yes, this is what I want to feel into. And I'm so fucking excited just talking about this right now because like I'm really excited to guide my inner circle into this energy. I'm like, yes, we're gonna have so much fun. Yeah, it really makes me think of the story of the Toltecs through Don Miguel Ruiz, and this teaching around like we literally just live in a world of dreams, and most people aren't choosing to dream the dream they want to dream. So yeah, and I know that sounds so my ego comes in as like, see, that's like sounds so impractical, but what can I say? I'm a Venus and Pisces. I love to dream. But this is going to be such a powerful full moon, and again, it's going to be so it's going to be so interesting. I'm sorry, I don't have that command set up. Hi. It's gonna be, sorry, I got so derailed by your command follow H. That was funny. Shark Boy and Lava Girl is like a wild sync for me. Thank you. Literally love that energy. But where was I going with that? That thread's totally gone. Daniel, I'm about to change the lives of the first 3 people. Okay, everybody, message him amen, and I get half the profit because it's through my life. Let's go. Thank you guys for liking the live, sharing the live. I see you guys. So I'm excited to see what transpires for people. Normally, what I was going to say is I'm going to be super interested to see what other astrologers say about this full moon, because not a lot of astrologers go deeper into the decans and the tarot card rulerships. And that's literally how you get the like secret sauce, because I think some people are going to go into like more fear mongering, and I'm so done with the freaking fear mongering. So now the last transit we're going to talk about is happening on Saturday. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you. I'm like, I know that my dedication to this work and my consistency of showing up, like it's going to pay off and it's going to like help everybody. That's my goal. You know, that supportive energy. Now, Mercury moves into Taurus on May 2nd, so Saturday, which is really nice. So Mercury is moving so quick. Let's shift. Wow, it's going to be later in the day. We're watching Mercury here. That's this guy. Wow, what time is it going to happen? We're just watching. Yeah, Saf, long time no see. How have you been? Happy to have you here. Okay, late at night, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So Mercury shifts into Taurus. Mercury is our planet of communication, how we speak, how we articulate things. And so with Mercury moving into Taurus, it's like bringing I heard like the vocal cords and like the vocal vibrations into the body. So like tone and texture of how you speak is going to matter. Tone is going to be so important. Maybe start sending maybe a bit more voice messages instead of texting, because maybe people are going to read into your tone a little bit weird. But Mercury in Taurus is all about like learning with your hands, like getting your fingers in the dirt and like physical labor too, of like how to learn. Like if you want to learn a craft, now is a good time to do it. Mercury shifts into more somatic healing here, more somatic, like touching things and like feeling into things, embodiment work. One of my favorite things that I used to say as a pickup line, guys, can't believe I'm going to tell you, nothing like vulnerability. I used to say to people is like, I speak 2 languages, English and body language. But as a Taurus, honestly though, I'm not gonna lie, like, just saying, I'm just saying. I don't think it's ever worked for me. I'm gonna be so honest, but that is kind of the energy of Mercury moving into Taurus, is like body language is so important at this time. Like understanding what people are doing, how they're moving. Like if somebody's like, guys, if you haven't like studied body language, it's so fun to watch. I love it. You can tell immediately if somebody's interested in you based off of body language. I'll let you guys do your research. I can't give you all the information, but this is really going to be like, Taurus is all about like actual, like tangible results. So like, if you say you're gonna do something, please fucking do it. Because there's this dissonance that happens like when you say you're going to do something and you don't do it. With Mercury and Taurus here, it creates this like level of betrayal that just happens in general, right? When you say you're going to do something and you don't do it, you betray yourself and others if they're involved in this sort of thing. But this is like, it feels like it might have a deeper impact on your body of like, Also, this is a good time for right until Mercury moves into Taurus, like gearing up the energy. Like if you've been working on things, like continuing the momentum, keep speaking, keep writing, keep sharing. Mercury moving into Taurus is going to carry that energy into Gemini. It's going to hold the tone because Taurus is a fixed sign, which means its energy is consistent. So if you've been working on projects, it's going to feel a lot easier. But if you're not, and you haven't started, please start. But also like Taurus has this thing where it's like you're either all in or you're all out. Like if the energy is moving, it's going to stay moving. It's like an object in motion stays in motion. That's Taurus. When it's not in motion, no, it's not. It has to take like a brute force to get the bull fucking going. Hi, I'm a Taurus. Hi. But, listening to nature sounds, I'm like just really like Mercury and Taurus just feels so like rich and smooth. I love when people have Mercury and Taurus. They have like such beautiful voices too. There's just this rootedness with like confidence in the voice and what you say. Communication is going to be slower, which is going to be very weird because we have Uranus and Gemini, right? And Uranus and Gemini has opened our aperture up for our mind, and with Venus there, but it's like you might have a lot of mental stimulation going on, but not yet the speed or the pace to communicate that. So like communication's going to be a little bit slower at this time with Mercury and Taurus, but it's okay for it to be slow because it's like allowing it to permeate and like to connect with the body first before it's shared. Because God, when Mercury enters Gemini, oh, that's going to be real interesting. That's going to be like being plugged into an electrical socket. So I'm loving this Mercury and Taurus energy. But that's it, you guys. That's the week ahead. So jumping back here. Again, quick recap. We talked about the astrology for the week ahead, talking about April 27th to May 3rd. On Tuesday, April 28th, we have Venus trine Pluto. On Friday, May 1st, we have a full moon in Scorpio, which is a full breakdown. I have a full breakdown on YouTube about that video, which by the time this is uploaded to YouTube, you'll already have access to it. Venus is sextile Saturn, and then Mercury is conjunct Chiron on that day. And then Saturday, May 2nd, Mercury enters Taurus. Yes, I'm excited for Thursday too. What's happening on Thursday? We are doing a full moon gathering for the Scorpio full moon. Linked down below, if you're watching the YouTube recap, is a seat you can grab, or you can join the inner circle. If you're watching this live, all of this is linked in my bio, or if you go here, you can check those out. When does Mercury move into Gemini? Great question. I'm going to take a